Hey, Sun here. I'm a privacy and security researcher, and you're watching The Privacy Guides. In today's episode, I kind of want to give you guys a few hints if you're looking for presents last minute, kind of like can ship tomorrow on Amazon, at least in Canada and likely in the States. I have 5 products that your nerdy second half or kid or loved one would absolutely dig. Products that I've been using for years now, and that I think you'll love. So without further ado, let's jump in. Number one is the Kingston. I'm trying to remember what the exact product name is for this. It is the Data Traveler Max. This is probably the fastest USB flash drive that I've ever used. It actually can sustain speeds close to 1,000. Is it megabytes or megabits? I always mess this up. Megabytes with the big B. So that's pretty crazy. This is really a life changer. It's like probably close to like 5 to 10 times faster than any other USB flash drive. For instance, I really love the Samsung here, but it's super slow. So that's number one. Number two is the Samsung T7 Shield. That is an amazing SSD hard drive that is extremely fast. It's about 1,000 megabytes per second as well, but it is also IP rated. So this can take splashes. You can drop it in a puddle and your data will be fine. And it also performs very well. As a matter of fact, all of this content that I publish on YouTube is actually archived on this and synced to rsync.net in the cloud. Using Borg. So I have like this crazy encrypted backup setup that I'm looking forward to share. rsync has actually been supporting the channel for a while. Number three is the Vantec M.2 NVMe SSD to USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C. I actually like removing the actual encasing or enclosure, I should have said. This is a USB-C enclosure for NVMe disks. Why this one here is really special to me is it has this little switch right here to toggle it as to read only. When you do this, the light turns red, you plug it in, and by the light being red, you know that it's read only. This is actually provisioned using SuperBacked OS, and this is actually an Opal NVMe disk. So there's going to be another episode for this. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Number four is the Trezor Safe 5. This here is a little hardware wallet by Trezor. I was actually given this one, full disclosure, when I was in Prague, I believe last summer. But I've been using Trezor devices for a very long time. If you have someone close to you who's into Bitcoin or crypto in general, maybe a degen, and you want them to get their stuff off exchanges, which they absolutely should, this device is really state-of-the-art and is really a good compromise. I'm going to be creating a whole series on Trezor devices shortly. And now, last but not least, the YubiKey NFC or 5C NFC. This is something that is on my keychain at all times. It's a special little device that can do hardware 2-factor authentication with those 6 digits using Yubico Authenticator, but you can also use it in more enterprisey kind of contexts to do FIDO WebAuthn. I use it actually for really interesting use cases, which I'll share in future episodes. But one thing that I absolutely dig about this also is you can store a secret on it to compute HMAX, and that's how KeePass XC, the password manager, can use this as kind of a second factor when you're logging in. It gives you forward secrecy. It's really quite interesting. And now, last but not least, if you're looking for something that is totally free that you can get anytime you want, SuperBacked. SuperBacked is an app that is used to create encrypted paper backups of secrets. You can print them on paper. You can create governance schemes where you need 2 of 3. And it's now totally free, no caveats, thanks to patrons that have supported my work. So that's it. That's, I guess, the holiday special. I'll see you soon. Bye.